Most RV damage doesn't happen in the campground. It happens getting there. We recently helped a fellow camper deal with severe damage from hitting some low-hanging trees. So we got a knock on the door one night. Somebody had seen our mobile tech sign, and the wife was like, hey, we pretty much destroyed our awnings and our air conditioning units. And not long after that, we had our own issue when a rear baggage door opened on drive day.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
So in this video, we're breaking down what happened, what caused it, and how you can avoid the same mistakes.
All right, so this is our last day here in Victoria, Texas. We got the truck all pretty detailed, the inside as well. I even cleaned the leather with the leather cleaner. Smells delicious in there. The rig is spick and span, got it washed and waxed. But we wanted to bring something up while we're here because we have a little bit of a story to tell about something specifically that happened while we were here more than once, kind of like 2.5 times. We always preach using an RV safe or an RV specific navigation app when you're out there, because things like Waze and Google Maps, they're not safe routes. But like I said, we got a little bit of a story to tell here.
So we got a knock on the door one night. Somebody had seen our mobile tech sign, and the wife was like, hey, do you happen to have tools / know-how for removing awnings? We pretty much destroyed our awnings and our air conditioning units, blah, 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 and they need to come off because they're barely hanging on. So I grabbed Jeremy and we went over, assessed the situation, and what had happened was they were using Waze, which it doesn't really matter because RV Life was gonna take us that way as well, but it wasn't due to a bridge. There's these massive tree branches that go all the way across the road. And I mean, we're talking like 8 inches in diameter. Well, if you're a small bumper pull, you can get underneath it, but if you're a motorhome or a fifth wheel, you're too tall. And anyway, so they ended up destroying all 3 of their air conditioning units, ripping off and damaging their 2 awnings, damaging one of their slide toppers. And so the point of this story is, even if you are using RV Life, Garmin, whatever, and it's rig specific, you still have to be aware of where you're going. I mean, your head has to be on a swivel, especially when you're coming into a small town, you're making turns, you're going under anything. Just pay attention, because this stuff happens, and this was the first couple of 2, because 2 days later, another couple had the same thing. You know,
both cases there are going to be thousands of dollars in repairs. They had just gotten their rig back from the shop, and now it's going to go right back in, and they're full-time in that thing. So not only is it just a bunch of money, but it's a super pain in the neck. So the moral of the story is use that navigation, but you still have to be paying attention to where you're going, because those navigation apps, they don't know when there are low-hanging trees. They'll tell you about low bridges and stuff like that, you know, and maybe narrow roads, but trees are going to get you. Anyway, we're going to go take care of some last-minute stuff, and we will see you guys later. All right, we don't have mics on, so forgive the audio here. Not sure what that's going to sound like, but there's something not right with the truck. It seems to want to speed up on its own. So, you know, I left my foot off the gas. It still speeds up. I don't know what's going on with this. We're just going to get gas. It's controllable right now, but it's just not right. So we're going to stop at the gas station here, and I'm going to check this out, because we may not be going anywhere tomorrow like this. All right, guys, so this is kind of funny. Remember when I said that we detailed the vehicle in and out yesterday? Well, check this out. So here's what I found. Somebody didn't get the floor mat put in back right, so the floor mat is actually on the accelerator pedal. Rookie mistake, I know, but it is kind of funny. Something doesn't look right here, folks.
No, we did not have an uneventful travel day. We thought we did. And then we got in and realized that our baggage door popped open because our tray didn't lock in place. So it pushed it out, popped the locks, and it stuck on our bike rack.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, so it's gonna be scraped up on the bottom. There's this bike, the handlebars rubbed against the door, so there's a little bit of scratch there. So we're gonna have to take the bikes off, lift the door, pull the bike rack out. It's always something.
And the tray is gonna need some kind of jerry rigging to fix it so that it doesn't come out. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to drill a hole somewhere and maybe put a bolt through it or something, a locking pin, something to keep that thing from coming out.
Yeah, because our friends who have this same rig, they've mentioned before that their tray has popped out on travel day, and we've never had an issue with it. So Jeremy's not sure if he just forgot to lock it in place.
I think I forgot to lock it in place.
Hopefully that was the issue.
We're actually gonna have to
Yeah.
remove the whole bike rack and lift the thing at the same time. So let me get my tools. All right, let's see the damage.
Well, it doesn't look like we have any damage.
Yeah, not inside. Looks like we got a couple of scrapes right here where it, right here where it rubbed and there. Okay.
Oh, look at
Oh
that.
yeah, we got.
It dented
That's gross.
Then we've got rub marks and then rub marks.
Let's see if we can get a good shot of that right here. I don't know if that comes out very well in this video. That looks like bird poop.
Yep, that's bird poop.
So that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. This kind of sucks.
Yeah, and it chewed up this, which
Yeah, that's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
But I think overall there we got lucky. Actually, open it back up because let's see if anything's missing. I doubt it, but yeah. So the only thing that was loose on this back end was the cover.
Yeah.
Everything else is ratcheted in, so I think we got lucky there. Doesn't look like anything's missing there.
So that is a good reason to ratchet strap your stuff.
Well, yeah.
If you have a rear
definitely
storage like this, just tighten everything down.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, we just put this sticker on yesterday. We've had it. I mean, we've had it for a long time. We used to have one on a different part of the rig, and we had an extra one, so we figured we put it on there, and then boom, that happened. So I don't know how I feel about all this, but
I mean, I do have black paint. We got paint from the factory, so I can touch this up, and at least it won't be visible from a distance, and it'll keep it from rusting.
Because the only other option is to get it replaced. I would think that it would be worth the insurance claim. You know what I mean? I don't know how much it would cost to get that, because that whole thing has to be, repainted and everything. And I don't know if they would have to have the rig because it has to match right here.
Yeah.
Or if that's just part of their, it may be part of their like paint scheme. They know what it's supposed to be. I don't know, but I don't know. Right now, I don't feel like it's worth spending $250 on a
new baggage door.
Yeah, for what's it called, the deductible.
Yeah.
Although we do have some pretty crappy paint going on right here. I don't know if that'll show up. I don't know what this is right here, but it's in general.
If we haven't said it before, we have not really been happy with the full body paint.
I will never get another full body paint ever again. It's just too hard to take care of. It looks sharp. It looks sharp from about 20 feet or more.
Yeah, you're always worried about hitting things, brushing up against them. You can see every little
everything
discrepancy, and obviously if something like this happens, then you have to get a specially painted, so it's just extra time.
Yeah, and just initially it's it's literally thousands of dollars for this.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe if we were spending $2 million
well, maybe that probably would come with a custom paint job anyway.
I really hope if I'm spending $2 million on a Class A,
then you're not married to me. So let's just stop it there. Okay, we're doing a little time travel in this video. It's about 3 weeks later, and I just wanted to update you on how I solved this problem of this tray. So you can see this thing, it doesn't latch in on its own all the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But that was the problem. It didn't get latched in and it came out. So this is the fix that I got for it. So everybody knows what this is, right? This is for your receiver on your truck or, you know, on the back of the RV. I don't know how I ended up with these, but I got a huge bag of these, probably 30 of them. So this one just happens to fit perfectly right in this hole, right down here on the right-hand side. And I can fit this thing in here, just like this, and get this pin on here. Sometimes it's not so easy, but there we go. Now it's impossible for this thing to move at all. So that's our fix for this. So if you've got one of these trays that doesn't always lock into position, if you've got one of these holes down in here, these hitch pins work perfect. So something that I find funny about a lot of YouTubers and even RV techs like myself, we get on camera and we tell you guys to do all of these things to maintain your RV. And for the most part, I think we do keep up with a lot of those things. But there are some things that we preach that we may fall behind ourselves. A lot of these things we're no better at doing than anybody watching these videos. And I just wanted to show you this as an example today. So this is a filter that came out of our kitchen AC, and I don't know how well this is going to show up on the camera here, but this one's not too bad. You can see over here where the air is drawn up, there's a little bit of, you know, there's some stuff in there, but I want to show you filters from the living room and then from the bedroom. So this one's from the living room. This one runs considerably more than the one in the kitchen. The kitchen doesn't run all that often, but again, you can see there's quite a bit of buildup on here. But let's move to the bedroom AC filters. The bedroom AC filter runs almost all day and night. That's the room that heats up the most. So we keep it lower in the bedroom than we do out in the rest of the RV. That way it supplements the airflow out into the living room mostly. But anyway, so you can see on this filter, it's really bad. It's been a while since we've cleaned out these filters. Again, we preach it. I know we preach it all the time. All of this stuff, we're not always any better than anybody else, but we're gonna get these things cleaned off. Now, a thing about these filters is, so this is a replaceable type filter, and so all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spray this thing off, get all of this nasty gunk off of here. Now, other RVs don't have this type of filter. They're all replaceable, but some of them you have to just buy new filters and, you know, replace the old with the new. This type right here, we can actually clean out. Probably at some point this will have to be replaced, but this is the type I could just really just spray it off. So anyway, this is what it looks like if you don't do the maintenance right. And I guarantee that this is going to improve the performance in that air conditioner in the bedroom. I have no doubts about it, because this is restricting a lot of flow. Well, like a dummy, I didn't record actually cleaning these things, but all I did was just hit them with the hose out of the outdoor shower here. That's all I did. Sprayed them down really good. Looks like they're pretty clean now. So this is the after. This one was absolutely filthy when I started. So this is really going to improve the performance of that air conditioner. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set them out in the sun and let them dry before I put them back in. And go easy on us guys here. We're just like everybody else. You know, we have things that we miss. We get lazy on things. I get it. So maybe give us just a little bit of break down there in the comments.